Okay, so handover scheduler. So basically here in like here we have service request, right? In service request, we have one type of service request called handover SR. Okay, handover service request. So we have units here. So whenever if we want to transfer or whenever if we want to hand over a unit to a customer, we'll create the handover SR like this. Okay, SR type will be handover. SR type will be handover, and this SR will be created for handover a particular unit. Here we can find one unit. Okay, this unit to the customer.
Hmm.
Okay, this is the
Can you
customer.
can you start with the data model, how it is like, and like what different entities correspond to, and if it is a normal your sales or service cycle, like what part of it are we referring to in here?
That model means okay. So like, which is the triggering point of creation of like that only? Is it what you're
It
asking?
as in those schema builder, that how they are arranged and what they correspond to, like that, something like
Okay, I think okay. You need the full process flow, like how like
that.
reaching here from start, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure how this would be handled here. That's
Even yeah, even like I am also like even sure like full process. Like from lead, how like I'll know the basics. Like from lead, it will create opportunity. Like will convert the lead to opportunity.
not, not that much. So it's like I
Uh,
think this would think part of support cycle, na? So accounts would already be existing, and maybe some of the deals would also be existing. Now,
okay,
like
okay,
how customers complain, I think service request is a complaint or a service request as a new work item.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like, do they come
okay,
from
okay.
email, or phone, or there's a call center via Genesis it gets recorded here.
In depth, actually, I'm not even also like even sure like in depth what is full process, what is happening. So I have already like shared you the link regarding the like in depth KT regarding the handover, sir. So
I am not aware of
right now,
it.
like I'll go through the handover scheduler process. Okay. Later, I think you can refer that video for the like in depth, in each
Can
step, what
you,
all things are happening, like all those
no,
things you can refer that. Yeah.
yeah. So is it okay? You shared an email yesterday, KT recording
Yes.
link. Okay, all right, bro.
So,
Come
okay.
on.
So right now, like I'll go through the process, like handover scheduler process only. Okay. So
Mhm.
we have unit here. Okay. Unit here. And whenever we change, there is one status, as I unit status. Whenever we change the status to released for QA, okay, at that time the handover SR will create. Okay. In the unit level, whenever we change this pick list value to released for QA, it will automatically create a handover SR and the details will auto populate the customer details, contact, everything, sales order, unit, everything will auto populate. And also a related handover detail record will also be get created. Okay, this is actually for handovering this unit, okay, to this customer. So for that purpose, we are creating the handover service request. So like in the handover service request, there are different steps to complete, like starting from QA snagging to key handover. So in those steps, we need to create different appointments, right? For handovering a unit, we need to create a desnagging appointment, home
Question.
orientation appointment. Yeah.
One question here. What is QA snacking? What is snacking? If you know, you can tell me. Otherwise, we can just move ahead.
Not that's well that's what like even I'm not sure about the full process like in each step what is all happening and all like here in post sales like whatever requirement comes only the thing related to that part only like I will get to know. That is the
Okay.
reason full process I'm not even sure what all happening in QA snagging, what all happening in QA snagging. So in this particular handover scheduler, we don't need to go through like this is not important actually. The things that are needed for this particular requirement is I'm explaining here in this like session.
All right, bro.
Okay. So here we need different type of appointments, right? Key handover appointment we need, home orientation appointment we need. Similarly, there are five type of appointments we need to create. So currently what is happening, like users will manually create the appointments from a booking portal, from an external not related to Salesforce, from an external booking portal, they will create the appointment. So right now we are changing that to scheduler feature. Okay, scheduler is a feature provided by Salesforce. You know, right?
Yeah,
For booking appointment.
yeah. Bro, can you search for appointment? I just wanted to see highlighted those appointments in here. If that's fine, just control F and search for appointment. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that this is the tracker now. Yeah, appointment, customer home orientation appointment, de-snagging appointment, and customer handover appointment. So there are three appointments which
Yeah,
create.
not three, actually five appointments there is like bank valuation and show around appointment is also there. I'll go through that in depth. I'll
Okay.
go through that. Okay.
Yeah.
So here in this tab, you can see only three, but two more appointments from the business side they have asked to configure. So for that, we configured two more. So total there are five appointments in the like handover service request. So right now, like users are booking from an external portal. Now we configure scheduler for booking from Salesforce itself. Okay. So now from two places we can create the appointment. Either user can go here. There is one handover detail related record. Okay. So by going here, we have provided quick action, schedule appointment, reschedule appointment, and cancel appointment. From these quick actions, we are using ScreenFlow, and from that ScreenFlow, they can create the appointment. That is one method, one way. And the second way is there is a Livalda portal, okay, customer portal. From that portal, customer can create
Okay,
by
bro.
using API. We'll be creating the service request. So basically, yeah,
Yeah, one question, bro. Yeah. So you mentioned scheduler, right? Like, what kind of scheduler is that? So is the schedule appointment that scheduler you were talking about?
yeah, scheduler, Salesforce scheduler.
Bro, sorry, I never worked on scheduler in Air
No
India.
problem. I'll go through the process.
Okay, bro. Sure.
Problem. Yeah. So yeah. So scheduler. Okay. Two places we can create. One thing is like user can create come here and create schedule appointment, or if you want to reschedule an appointment, he can do that. Or if you want to cancel, he can do from here. And second way is customer can create by themselves in the portal. So for that, we have provided five APIs. Okay, for getting these loads and all. I'll go through in depth. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, they can also create from the customer portal. So first, I'll go through this process. I'll show the process and then I'll go through the development like flows and all. Okay. So here, when the user click on schedule appointment, it will show which is the type of appointment. Like I have already said, right? There are five type of appointment: bank valuation, desnagging, home orientation, key handover, and show around.
Mhm.
Okay. So right now I'm clicking bank valuation and clicking next. So here it will show resources. Okay. So resources means like whoever responsible for this appointment. For example, from the Eldar side, like any one person will take care of that appointment, right? So these are all names of the people who are taking care of that appointment. So whenever we click on bank valuation, the people available for those particular appointment time will come here. Okay.
Yeah.
So here I'm choosing two service resource two and
I think
clicking
I
next.
have felt something similar in the Mac. Okay, but we go on, bro. Go on, bro.
Okay, okay. So here we can see the time slot. Okay. Okay. So here we'll get the time slots available for this
Component,
particular.
bro. This Saturday, Sunday, this calendar week, day of week. Is this a custom component?
No, no, this is standard component. I'll go through the flow. Actually,
Mhm.
Salesforce provided a flow like for scheduler, a standard outbound new appointment flow. Basically, we customized for as per our requirement. So in
Sure,
that,
bro.
most of the
Yeah,
things, some of the components are standard and some of them are custom. So this one is a standard component.
sure, bro. Or you
Okay.
can show me. This is the first time I'm seeing this, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, sure. I'll show. I'll go through the flow in depth. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, this is the time slot. Okay, so we have selected the resource, right? First we selected the type, appointment type. Then we selected
Yes.
the resource. So here we will get the time slots for this resource. Okay, we have selected service resource two. So whichever time slots is available, it is shown here. Okay, so right now I'm selecting this one and clicking next. Here it will show like summary of the like selected items. So the work type group will be bank valuation. Noya handover is territory. Okay. So for each unit, like we have projects, okay, project object, and under that project object there will comes the units. So for example, under Noya project, there can be 100 or 500 numbers of units, and then there are like that. Similarly, for other project also, under that project, there are multiple units. Okay, so we are keeping the project as a territory. I'll tell you, like I'll go through the like flow. At the time when I go through the flow, I'll tell you this, discuss in detail. Okay. Then here it is as an inter source. It is showing like this: start time and end time. I've selected 9 to 10, right? So it will show like this. Comments, I'm just adding testing. And when I click on save, so this time a service appointment will be created. Not sure why it is taking this mistake. Okay, so now the appointment is created. Okay, so here in handover detail, okay, record, when we scroll down, you can see here. So home orientation appointment, desnagging appointment, bank valuation, show around, and key handover. This one is we created right now. So here all the details related to this particular service appointment can be like we can see here. Okay, so when I go to this particular appointment, yeah, it is assigned to service resource 2 and territory Noya handover. Okay, work type is bank valuation, we selected at first. Address, all things are like it is coming from the territory. Okay, then record type is handover, everything like it will come here, schedule time and all. So I will go through the flow, how we configured this. Okay. So basically for scheduler, Salesforce provider as flows, like standard flows. So what we have done, we have customized the standard flows to make our requirements like in that. So this is the flow that we just see.
Is the scheduler a kind of template, template?
No, like scheduler is actually a feature of for creating the service appointment. So like
Under
for
which kind of org or package does this scheduler flow come?
it's a managed package. So
Uh,
like which help us to create the service appointment. As you've seen, right? We
got,
can like
got
it makes us too easy to create the service appointment. Like if we can restrict, for example, if one resource is already scheduled for this particular slot, then that
I
particular slot, yeah.
I had to build this whole thing custom, and I had to write a lot of logic for that. VFA,
No,
LWC
no,
function. That
no, not
is
need to write.
cool, yeah.
Uh, yeah, don't need to write any single
Yeah.
Apex code. Like all we can do here in Flow. I'll go
Yes.
through the flow. So right now we have provided the quick action here, right, in handover detailed record. Okay. So this is the flow. Set initial values means we are just initializing some variables. Actually, this is a this flow is cloned from a standard flow. Okay, there was one standard flow called outbound new appointment. So I just cloned that flow and added our changes. So
Got it.
here we are getting the handover detailed record. So as you see here, it is here. So we'll get the ID of this particular record. Okay. Then we will get related SR record. So as we see, handover, okay, a particular handover SR is related to a handover detailed record. Okay.
Hmm.
So for that, we are getting the handover like SR record, and we are checking whether SR is null or not. Sometimes, due to some reason, might be some like SR got deleted. At that time, we'll show one error message like this: no active handover service request record found. Okay, then we'll fetch the project. Okay, so before that, better I'll go through the The config. Okay. So basically, for configuring the scheduler, there are two parts. First thing is we need to configure, like we have seen, right? Time slots, service resources, and all.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that we need to configure first. Okay. And the second part is we need to modify this flow. So first I'll go through the configuration part. There is one scheduler, Salesforce scheduler setup here. So here is the place we have service resources. Okay, we have seen 1, 2, 3, right? Service resource 1, 2, 3. These
mm,
are all records we create here. Okay.
got it, bro.
Okay. Similarly, we have work type group, bank valuation file type, and work type it is there. Operating hours. So we can restrict like at what time it should show like that. Similarly, we can restrict the operating hours. So basically these are the steps we need to follow like this in order. First of all, we need to create the operating hours, then we need to create service territory.
So it's a part of a
So
package, bro. Salesforce scheduler, setup assistant, right?
yeah, correct.
Yeah, I have to write all of this custom. But fine, nice, bro, nice, really nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, this is the order in which we need to create the record. We need to create service territory, we need to create resource. Location means territory. Okay, territory means project only. Then we
location be a building name. I used to create it for
No,
buildings.
no. Location means project name. So service territory we have here. Okay, here we have, right. So for each project, we have multiple units. Okay. So for example, if we are taking this handover detailed record and then we go here, project name here we see Noya, right? So similarly, for like under Noya project, there are multiple units and multiple 500 or 1000 number of handover like SR will be created. So territory will be nothing but it is the project name. Okay, we are giving project name along with handover appending like after the project name. Here you can see the type as scheduler and project name here we provided Noya. So based on this condition, we are fetching the project name from here. Get service territory from project name. Okay.
Got it,
So
bro.
okay. So similarly, we have service resources, what type groups, operating hours, everything we need to configure in this order. Okay. That is the first part. Second part is we need to configure, like we need to modify the flow as per our requirement. So here we are getting the project name. No, territory name. Okay, territory record. So project name I'm giving as handover detail. Like I'm fetching the handover detail record. From that I'm giving project name and name. Here I am giving project name space handover. Okay. And the next step I'm checking whether territory is null or not. So right now I have configured only for two project, Noya and
Water.
one more, Water.js. So other than that, like if someone go and click on that particular schedule button, if the project is someone is like something else, it will show an error message like this. Shell for scheduler is not configured for the project. Okay. So if it is Noya, then it will go here. Okay. Then get handover what type group. So why I am doing like this? Okay. Here I'll show you. This is one standard component, topic screen. Okay. Topic screen means we saw right like whenever we click on this particular appointment schedule appointment at that time let me show you at that time five appointment type appeared, right. Key handover.
Hmm. Correct, correct. I remember.
Okay, this one. So this is the screen here. Okay, what type group. So basically we have configured not only for handover, other work type is also there, right? So we need to restrict to show only our work type group. For example, like if any other group is there, we don't need to show them here, right, in the handover SR. So for that we are filtering. We are filtering it by work type group ID. So work type group ID we are filtering, and for that I am fetching the what type group IDs related to handover equals handover. We have work type group category in that work type group object. From that, I'm getting the handover related work type group, and I am going through the loop and adding in a particular variable, and then I am giving that variable here in the filter so that only those appointments like those work type groups come here. Okay, and then did you get that?
Yeah, very bro.
Oh, okay, okay. So here and then get what type group. So here we'll select, this is one standard component, okay? What type group. So one thing I have done here only the thing I have done here is this one, what type group ID filter. Okay. And when we click, when I click here, okay, when I click here and go next, it will show service resource screen, right? Okay. So here I'm fetching the get work type group like which is the work type group that I have selected in the screen. I'm getting here in this step, and the next step I'm calling a subflow. Okay, here I will take the SR. Basically, there are 5 type of appointments, right? Here we can see there are 3 appointments: customer home orientation appointment, key handover appointment, and desnagging appointment. So there are some conditions under which user can create these appointments. So for validating whether that condition is satisfying or not, for that purpose, I have created another subflow. Okay, validate handover appointment. For example, here you can see like it is already completed, right? It is already completed means then the user don't need to go and create again the home orientation appointment. And user cannot create the home orientation appointment again because this step is already completed. And this is what I'm validating here in the subflow. Okay, so is validation required? You can see I'm added home orientation is snacking key handover. And if it is like comes under the work type group, selected work type group, it will go and call this particular subflow. And the subflow will return whether the user can create or not. I'll open the subflow, validate handover. Validate handover appointment. Okay, so here in the validate, I pass some variable. Let me check. Okay, I'm passing create appointment. Okay, action type is create appointment because this flow is for scheduling. And record ID, I'm passing SR record ID. Work type group name, I'm passing here. And in the validate, here I'll check for the what type group name and action type. So if it is create home orientation appointment, it will go and check like this. If it is already, if it is pending, it will get one record, right? If it is pending. If it is pending, it will get one record. That means it is not null. Then it is not null. Customer home orientation appointment pending. Okay, customer home orientation appointment pending means okay, that is pending. And we are checking. Yeah, if it is pending, it will get one record. And if it is, we have already like we are getting that record. Okay, we are querying this record. Customer home orientation appointment pending. So if we are getting that record, it means that user can create, right? So it will pass a variable like create handover appointment as true, and it will also pass the step ID. Why we are passing the step ID, I'll tell you like at last of the like flow. Here like this, there are different branches for this decision. Okay, create home orientation appointment, it will check here. Create desnagging appointment, it will check here. Create key handover appointment, it will check here. Modify appointment branch, that thing I'll tell you like when we go through this flow. Okay, modify appointment flow, I'll tell you at that time. So now we'll get whether like here, okay, here we'll get whether the user can create or not create the appointments. So here we are checking what are the output that we are getting in the previous flow that we called, and based on that we are showing the error message. Okay, So if we are getting a create home orientation appointment as false, we will show this message. Okay, home orientation appointment cannot be created at this stage. Likewise, we'll show desnagging key handover appointment, like the validation screen will show. If the output is okay, create the appointment, then it will come here, candidate screen. So candidate screen is also the standard screen. Okay, we have seen right three service resource name. So this is that particular component. We haven't done any customization here. Then the time slot. Time slot is also standard screen. It will automatically fetch the time slots for this particular work type group and the service resource. Then it will come and fetch work type, assign resource. These two things I'm fetching to show a review. Okay, just a screen just before the creating the service appointment. So this is one custom screen component, like screen flow component. Here we are showing what type room service territory as in resource start time and time. Okay, so business have also told like they need to add comments while like in the review screen. For that I provided one input field comments and book to buy. Okay, and after that we are creating the appointment. Before that, okay. So in this service appointment, I'll show you one service appointment. You're getting that right?
Yes, yes, I'm trying to follow, but I will need to.
I think like first time, I think you will get some like confusion. You can go through the recording and then you can go through these flows and all, so that you can get to know the process. So here we have a parent record field, right, in service appointment. So here we have created. This is the appointment that we no, this is not the appointment that we created. Okay. Anyway, this is one appointment, and here it will come the work type key handover or bank valuation. Here it will come. So we need to relate, right, handover with the parent, with the like parent record means we are relating the service appointment record with whatever record that is associated with this appointment, right? So here in the parent record, we cannot add handover detail record. Okay, I think we can see here parent. Okay, it is not seen. Okay, parent record type, we can have only work order, account, work order line item. Similarly, few objects can be related to the parent record type. So what we are doing, like as per Shiva, right? Shiva is actually our former team lead. So he told me to create a work order. Okay, as like just to connect the service appointment with the handover detail, because we cannot directly connect, because parent record type cannot be like we cannot give handover detail or SR record type like record as here. So that we are creating a work order record for connecting the handover detail record and service appointment. Okay, let me open this parent record. So this is just a connecting like just for connecting service appointment and handover detailed record. So here we can see handover detailed record is here, territory, work type, everything it will come here, and it will act as a parent record in the service appointment. So for that purpose, I am creating a work order. Okay, I'm getting a work order record type as a handover. I created a new record type handover, and I'm creating a work order record. Okay, here I'm populating these values and I'm creating work order record, and then I'm getting handover record type. This is service appointment record type. So we are going to create the service
This
appointment
is
at last. Yeah,
yeah, all of this is a screen flow, right?
yeah, yeah.
Phone bro. I was
Right.
thinking like, would the transaction limit be reached, but if it is screen flow, it's fine.
Sorry,
Yeah, I was thinking whether the transaction limit would be reached for this, like in DMs and sockets.
transaction limit means like limit, query limit and all, right?
Yeah, correct, correct.
No, I think in a transaction we can have 100 SOQL queries, right?
No, no, if it gets called reiteratively, then yeah, but it's a screen flow, nah, it won't affect. It's fine. In triggers, it would have affected. Fine, go on, bro.
Okay, okay. So here we have a save appointment action. Okay, this is one standard action for creating the service appointment. So what we have done here, there is one field, service appointment field. Okay, so let me show you service appointment fields. Here, we are like creating a formula field. Okay, as a key value pair, we are giving like we have all the inputs, right? From the user, we have got whatever, like which are the resource, which are the appointment type, everything, time slots, everything we got. So now we are populating as a key value pair like this. Okay, scheduled start time, scheduled end time, whatever details we need to populate in the service appointment, we are making as a key value pair here. Okay, so if you want to add any other more field like in future, you can add the key value pair like this. So that in the service appointment created, it will appear. Okay, so here I'm using a formula field, formulating the key value pair, and I'm giving here in the service appointment field so that it will create a service appointment. We cannot use like if what happen if we use a normal DML like create record. At that time, the system will not consider the time slot. We have a time slot, right? 1 to like 9 to 10, 10 to 11. So
Yes.
once an appointment is created for a particular resource, then second time that time slot should not be shown, right? So
Yeah.
when we use the normal create record, it is showing. So that's why like we depended on this standard component. Okay. So now the appointment is created. Whatever appointment type is selected, that appointment is created. And here we are checking for which is the type of appointment, whether it is home orientation, key handover, snagging, show around, or bank valuation. So we have seen, right, these three appointments are already there in the SR. So once
Yeah.
it is created, we need to close this step automatically. So if the step is open, we need to close this step. So for that purpose, we are okay, updating accommodation appointment. Yeah, this is related like whenever the service appointment is created, first of all, we need to update the handover details section, right? Here we have already seen one section. In that section, we have seen service appointment, resources and all, right? Here, okay, for updating this record, we are using this particular step and get handover appointment booked status, update, customer, home orientation. So this one, we are making it as closed. In this step, we will make this particular step as a closed. If it is snagging, we'll close it. If it is key handover, we'll close this. Similarly, like that, it is happening. And then appointment task. Okay. So what happened here? Okay, these steps. Okay, customer home orientation appointment and the snagging appointment. No, customer key handover appointment. So once there is another process in which once this step is open, at that time a task will be created. Okay, a task will be created and it is assigned to KAR. So KAR is the key account representative, the person who is responsible for handling all the activities related to the handover. So this person will be creating the appointments, home and any appointments this person will be creating from Salesforce. Okay, so once this step is open, at that time a task will be created and it is assigned to this particular KAR by telling, okay, please create the appointment for this customer. Okay, like that, it will create a task. Similarly, for this case also, it will automatically create a task. Okay, we have another flow for that creating the task. So it will be a task will be created and it is assigned to this particular KAR. Okay. So
Okay.
what we are doing here is that that task is open actually, right? So we will fetch that task and check whether if the task is closed or not. So once if the appointment is created, then like we need to automatically close the task. Otherwise, user need to go and manually close the task. So what we are automating, like automating the closing of the task. So we'll check whether the task is open or not, and then we'll update the task to closed. Then
Okay.
confirmation screen. This is one standard screen. We are using for the this one. The- Like we have seen, right? Or like service appointment creation is done something like that. At last, a screen will come. That confirmation screen is this. Okay. Then here a fault screen. And delete work order. Okay. So here, whenever the service appointment got failed, creation got failed, it will go here and delete work order. In the previous step, we create work order, right?
Yeah, yeah, got.
And here, actually, yeah. So for that purpose, we are deleting this work order, and it will show a flow error. It will show the exact error what the save appointment component is getting. So this is what about creating the appointment. Okay. Then we have similarly we have rescheduling and canceling. So rescheduling, the flow is similar, but the like some steps are different. Okay. So here we'll get handover detail record, SR record. Similarly, we'll get the territory name. Okay. So these are like similar to that of what we have seen just before. Topic screen will show. Okay, get work type group is validation required. Here it will go. Okay, it will pass modify appointment, something like that. It will okay modify appointment. It will pass action type. So in validate handover, it will check for modify and orientation of appointment, modify snagging or modify key handover, and it will check for the record. Let me open modify home orientation appointment. So there are some condition in which the user can modify the appointment. Okay, so according to that condition, we are fetching the step record. Step record is nothing but this record. Okay, so we are fetching that record. Here we'll check whether it is null or not. Okay, if it is not null, that means the user can modify. Otherwise, user cannot. Okay, so that time will show a validation error, just like the schedule appointment flow here. Okay, assign key handover appointment ID. Okay, so basically, yeah, okay. For what purpose? Okay, service appointment. Okay, so here it will show a validation error whenever we cannot modify or we cannot cancel the appointment. If we can modify, then it will come here. And I'm using two variable here.
But
Service upon yeah.
there like a half hour before or 1 hour before or after the time has passed, you can't modify the validation, like modify the appointment timing or slot.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Yeah, I was asking what kind of validations are in there.
Okay, validations. Validation is nothing but let me show you. Okay. These are all stepped records. Okay, I will take this. So here validate handover 2 and 6 customer home orientation appointment is pending. Appointment is booked 3 and 5. Home orientation pre-check pending. Okay. For example,
Please show me the message. I like I would get a functional idea.
okay.
Data wise, I might not be able to remember all these points, but yeah,
Mhm.
functional I will be able to catch it.
Okay. So home orientation appointment cannot be modified at this stage. So there are
Oh,
some condition like right, for example, home orientation pre-check is open, then customer can modify this appointment. Like that, some conditions are there. For example, if this particular step is open, then customer can modify desnagging appointment. Like that, some step conditions are there. So for that purpose, we are just querying the record. Okay, so if we are getting the record, but it means that user can modify, right?
hmm.
If we are not getting that record, it means user cannot modify.
Okay, got it.
So here it will show the validation error, and here I'm using two variable. Okay, I'll tell you like for what purpose I'm using. I'm here using service appointment ID to get the home orientation appointment. Okay, so we have in handover detailed record. Okay, let me take the handover detailed record. We have all the appointments, right? Appointment ID.
Yes, bro.
Okay, so here I'm checking whether which is the work type group. So based on that work type group, I am assigning the ID from the handover detailed record to a particular variable. Two variables I am assigning. Okay, this is service appointment ID to delete and service appointment ID. Okay, two variables I am assigning, and then we go to service appointment. We'll fetch that appointment. Okay, service appointment null or not. Okay, if it is null, then it will show right like this. No service appointment is available for rescheduling or reassigning. If it is not null, then it will go to appointment screen.
Hmm.
All this like we have seen earlier. New service resource screen will show. Time slot screen it will show. Get assigned resource. Yeah, so this one I'm using just to show the review screen. In the review, we need assigned resource name. So for that purpose, I am using this. It will show the review screen and then it will create the appointment. So what happened like there is no like action for modify appointment. Okay. So there should be a component for modify appointment. For example, if I take any one service appointment.
Reschedule one, right? So you are saying an appointment we have already booked it, then on a later period of time we can't that same Salesforce record can't be edited. The only way is to create a new Salesforce record for that, right? Is that what you're
Uh, no, like there are some issues. Like we can directly edit from here, but the problem at that time we are getting one error related to FSL part. Okay, so the service appointment object is also using for the FSL, right? So at that
Mhm.
time we are getting one error like one error we are getting. So we connected with the Salesforce support. Still, we could not able to resolve that part. Okay, so for that purpose, we are using what we are doing here is that where is that? Modify appointment. We are creating a new appointment and then we are deleting the old appointment.
Okay, bro.
Okay. So we are doing like this because we need to reflect. So for example, uh, we have old appointment scheduled for 9 to 10 and new appointment is 10 to 11. So if we delete this, then it will correctly reflecting. So next time this particular slot will show again, right? Because the resources are available free at that time. So basically, when we use the standard component at that time, we are not getting that time slot visibility. So for these two reasons, we are creating the service appointment and then deleting the service appointment. Okay. Apart from this, like everything is same: delete service appointment, update service appointment. Uh, then home orientation, we are updating the like record, handover detail record. We are updating. Then showing the confirmation screen. Only the difference, there is no much difference. Only the thing is like it is for modify. We are fetching the service appointment and then we are creating a new and then deleting the old. And the third one is cancel appointment. Okay, cancel appointment, cancel. Okay, so here also we are getting the handover detail record, service request record, territory we are getting. Uh, Here we are iterating through the loop and forming the IDs to filter the topic. Then we are getting the workday group. Here also we'll pass modify appointment. Okay. For canceling and modifying, same set of validation we need. So that's why we need to like we are using this particular part decision and calling this particular flow. Then get work type. We'll get the work type record. Then as earlier, as like earlier flow, like we are checking whether user can modify, user can cancel the record. If they are not able to cancel, we'll show a message like this: user cannot modify the record at this stage. Home orientation appointment cannot be cancelled at this stage. Here, like what we seen in the modify appointment, we are assigning the IDs. Okay, we are fetching the service appointment. Then setting the service appointment ID, we are using one variable to assign. Okay, and here cancel appointment. So these two components are standard one. Okay, so we haven't done anything here. We have used these two standard components for canceling the appointment. And here, okay, here we need to update the home orientation appointment in the handover detail, right? In the handover detail we have section, so where we need to update the cancelled details of the appointments. Then we need to make it as open. So for example, here in SR, Okay, once this is pending, we can create the appointment. And when we create the appointment, what happened? This particular step will be closed. So when this particular appointment is cancelled, at that time we need to open this step, right? So for that purpose, we are using this one, update step record. We are getting the step record ID and we are updating the step record. Here we need to like for reopening the task, we are using this particular getting the task and checking whether it is null or not. If it is not null, then we are making this task as open. Then we are showing the confirmation screen. So basically, we are using three screen flows for scheduling, rescheduling, and canceling the appointment.
Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
today, we will do this much. I won't be able to.
fine, fine, no problem.
Yeah,
I'll share you the like full components. Actually, the development is fully completed, and the changes are there in SIT environment. Okay, users
bro.
are testing these changes. Once after confirmation, only like we need to move these changes to production.
Sure,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll share you. Yeah, I'll
Can
share
you,
you the. Yeah.
yeah, can you also, basically create access for me in these orgs? That's possible.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, I will
this,
check with Kohinoor and I will create a user for.
do one thing. Search for my name. I think in some orgs my username would be there. In I think in dev org it might be there. Search for Aditya Pandita. Aditya Pandita. Aditya space.
TH, right?
No, no, no. Simple Aditya.
Okay.
Maybe check in dev org
Okay, I think we need to check.
because
Here
this
it will come, right?
because I remember this data model I had done a data upload for this once in the beginning. I'd seen this somewhere earlier. That's why. Might not be in SIT, maybe in dev or in any other.
Oh, in service dev, let me check.
Yeah. Yeah. I am there.
This one, right? Okay.
Yes, bro. Just reset my password. I might have forgotten. Or just share this URL with me. Share this URL with me. I will try whether I'm able to log in or not if I've saved these things.
Okay, okay, okay. Sure.
The service dev URL, bro. Wait.
Service dev.
Wait. Yeah. So, it, uh, when I tell you at that time.
Okay.
Not,
I think it is active. User is active.
yeah, yeah. I had done some bit of data load over there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, service dev, broker dev. I think there are a couple of entries.
Yeah, like estates, they have separate their work.
Yeah, bro. I was able to log in. I need to reset the password.
Okay, okay.
I will reset the password. Okay, bro.
Might be like here in service dev, if I get some record, I'll share you so that you can just test and verify. Also, like full component list, I will send it to you.
Yes, bro. Thank you, bro.
So this is only the first part. Second part, maybe we can discuss tomorrow. Right? Otherwise, you will be fully confused.
Yeah, yeah. I will
Okay.
need to. So there were a lot of nodes in there.
Hmm.
I will need to go through them.